Hi there, and welcome to this Masterspec online tutorial. Today we'll be looking into the beginner's guide to Masterspec. We'll see how to log into the dashboard, create a new specification, understand the Masterspec workspace, how to import and edit work sections from the libraries, and completing and exporting your document. So let's get started. Masterspec can be found at masterspec.co.nz. On the right-hand side, you'll have easy access to log in. Select the orange icon. You'll now be able to use your username as your email and type in your password. This would have been given to you upon sign up from our team. If you're unsure of this password, select Forget Password and an email will be sent to your chosen email to reset it. Likewise, you can give our team a call on 09-631-7044. Select Login to log in. Once you've logged in, you'll be looking at what we call the dashboard. You'll see a list of all your relevant projects and also have quick access to create a new one. Keep up to date with the latest trends on the right-hand panel of the screen. Here you'll see Masterspec updates and interesting opportunities like courses and workshops, or any other information that might be helpful. To begin writing your specification, select Create a new specification. You'll now begin putting the information in to create your project. Select New Project, and then start going down the list entering data. Client, if you're unsure of the client, just select Client Details Not Required, or you can create a new client here. Type in your project name. If your practice has a reference number, this is where you'd put it. Select an image, the due date of the project, the street number, suburb, town, and country. You can also have different specification name to the actual project. So I'm going to call this version number 1. From here, you can create a specification from a blank start. You can clone from an Office master or clone from an existing specification document, which basically means if you've already done a project that's similar or your team has, you can clone the same project and edit it from there. Today we'll start with Start Blank. Select Add. So now you're looking at the Masterspec workspace. On the left-hand side, you'll eventually see the work sections of your specification. In the center, project details including the image that you added, with a map of the location of your project. There's also a space where you'll set your specification to complete once you're finished. On the right-hand side, you'll notice the libraries your practice is subscribed to, and on the far right is access to My Products. This is a national product database that gives you insight into specific products listed within the libraries. You'll notice the tabs above the product information. Overview holds the information about your project. Export allows you to export the document. Update allows you to update the project information that you've entered when you're starting up a project. Contract Appendix allows you to attach documents such as fire reports or calculations. And manufacturer's information allows you to attach documents such as brands appraisals or code marks. Keynote shows you the link between Masterspec and your drawing if you have the Master Key software. And then Map presents your project location. Now that you've created your specification, you'll need to add content. The library that your practice is subscribed to will be highlighted in orange on the right-hand side under the Masterspec system. Eight tabs will pull up here. Masterspec uses a numbering system called CBI, which is Coordinated Building Information. This organizes the work sections into order based on construction process. From contracts and warranties and demolition, foundation, all the way up to finishing touches and landscaping. You can also search keywords in the search function. Or if you know the CBI number, you can type it directly into that box. Once you find the section that you are after, there are 3 ways to view and download it. The first way is selecting the magnifying glass to preview the document. The second way is to download the full section without editing. And finally, the fastest and easiest way is to select the title and run the Q&A, which pre-edits your work section for you. By selecting the answers that relate to your project, you're automatically narrowing down the specification and making it project specific. You'll have a chance to review the information, go back, or add it into the document. Now that your work section has been added to your specification, you'll need to add project-specific information. View the tabs at the top: General, Products, Execution, and Selections. Working backwards is recommended, as this gives you a chance to understand what you'd like to specify in the project. This little squiggly mark is called a tilde. This is a type of question mark that lets you know that this space requires information that you need to add. The green text underneath are called guidance notes. These notes help you write the specification, giving you guidance on the text in black. You can highlight and then hold down this information and drag it into the space above. If you'd like to edit the text, select the space. Then you'll see a toolbox to assist you in different functionality. You can highlight the text, make it bold, italic, you can hyperlink it. You can also add a note that won't print. This is helpful if you have multiple people writing in the spec and you'd like to leave a note. Once it saves, you'll see your author name and the date that you made the change. Now, let's say you'd like to finish up and you'd like to print or save your specification. First, you'll need to set to complete. If you have any tildes left in your document, you'll need to go back and enter the information into these spaces. Once you've set the work section to complete, you'll now see a green tick on the right-hand side. Now select Manage and Print. Next, under the editing title, select Set to Complete. Then select Export. Now that you're on the Export tab, you have the options of exporting the document in 3 different formats: PDF, Microsoft Word, or online. Content will allow you to specify exactly what you'd like to. If you added a contract appendix or manufacturer information, you'll need to specify that in the drop-down under Content. Note here that if you have entered manufacturer information, you'll need to separately export this from your actual specification document. Once you've selected what you're after, select Export Now. This will download your document into your computer, into your Downloads folder. You'll notice here that you have all of the information on your cover letter, you have a table of contents, and a verification mark. This is as we set it to complete. If you don't set your specification to complete, you'll notice it will be a draft note in this space. Great, so that is the beginner's guide to Masterspec. If you have any questions or required any extra assistance, please give us a call on 09-631-7044.